Shalom Israel. I'm going to do another video on that the Most High has a chosen people, and the Most High only knows the children of Israel, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, or Native Indians, right? I'm going to start off with Amos 3:1, and it reads, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." Right? So right off the back, the Most High is letting us know that we're the only ones He knows out of all the families upon the earth. Right? That's why we're getting punished for our iniquity. That's why the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives are going through so much atrocities. Right, all these curses that are in Deuteronomy 28. Why? Because we broke the commandments of the Most High, right? Because we once made an agreement with the Most High that we would obey the law, statutes, and commandments. But our ancestors, we have all went against the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why the Most High clearly said that He therefore will punish us for our iniquities, right? You don't see other nations out there getting punished for the things that they do, right? It seems like they get away with the things that they do. Right, but at the latter end, the Most High is going to punish them for what they have done. Right, when He puts us back on top again. But as of now, the Most High is punishing us for our iniquities, for the things that we have done. Right, because we're the only ones that He knows. Right, we're His chosen people. Right, according to 2nd Esdras 6:54. Right, let me get Joel 2:27. Joel verse 2:27 reads, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed." Right? So the Most High said He's in the midst of Israel, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. He said that I am the Lord your God, and none else. So He's only the God of the Israelites, and no one else, right? No one else has a God like our God. They have these false idols, right, that they worship. All these pagan gods, right? They worship wood and stone, right? But the Most High, He is our God. He's a living God, and He's only the God of the children of Israel. And my people shall never be ashamed, right? So we should never be ashamed, because we know that our God is real, right? For the things that He has done for us, right? Let me get Leviticus 20:26. Right, because we have to be holy unto the Most High, because He have chosen us, right? Out of all the people on the earth, He's chosen us, right? When He could have chosen any nation, but He chose the children of Israel, right? Because we have that zeal for the Most High, right? And a lot of us have that zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge, right? That's why we got to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, right? Leviticus 20:26. "And ye shall be holy unto me, for I am Shalakit, for ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, and ye should be mine." That ye should be mine, right? So the Most High said that we should be holy unto Him, right? For the Most High is holy, right? And to be holy means to be separated, right, from all other people on the earth. We're not supposed to be following in the way of the heathen, like in Jeremiah 10. Right? We have to follow. We have our own customs. We have our own heritage. We have our own law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has given us. Therefore, we have to be holy to the Most High. Why? Because the Most High is holy. He has severed us from all other people. Right? When you sever something, right, that means to separate. Right? It's like when you have a cake and you cut it, you severed the cake in half. Right? The Lord has His own portion, right, which is the children of Israel. Right, that ye should be mine, Salakia. So the Most High say He severed us from other people that we should be His, right? And that's deep within itself, right there. You know what I mean? Let me get 1 Chronicles 17:22, and it reads, "For thy people Israel didst thou make thine own people forever, and thou, Lord, becamest their God." You see? So the Most High, He made us his people forever. You know, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the children of Israel. He made us his people forever. And he became our God, only our God, right? Let me get Psalms 147 and 19. Psalms 147 and 19. And it reads, Psalms 147:19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Right, so he only gave his law, statutes, and commandments unto Jacob, unto the children of Israel, right? Which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, according to the curses in Deuteronomy 28, right? He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Right? So the Most High, he doesn't deal with other nations. He has not dealt so with any other nation the way that he deals with us. Why? Because he only gave his word unto us, unto Jacob. He only gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. These other nations, they don't know the judgment of the Most High. Right? That's why I clearly say for his judgment, they have not known them. Right? Because they don't know the judgment of the Most High. Right? Praise ye the Lord. Right? And that's something to be proud of. Right? You shouldn't be ashamed of the Most High, to know that he's only the God of the children of Israel, the Israelites. You know what I mean? Because we know that the children of Israel are the only ones that's able to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? The heathen, they can't do it. Even if they try, right? They might try for a little bit, but then it's gonna come forth. It's gonna show that they're not the children of Israel, because they cannot follow the laws like we follow the laws. Even the so-called fake, the Jewish, with the things on their head, they try to follow the laws, but they don't follow the laws as it should be, right? They try, but they're not. That's why they call themselves Jewish, something pertaining to something, right? We're the true Jews of the Bible, right? We're not Jewish. We're the real Jews. They want to be like us. They stole our inheritance. They stole our nationality, right? It's the biggest identity theft there's ever been, right? Walking around acting like they're us, but I mean, they're not. The Ashkenazis, right? It's fake Jews. Let me get that in 2nd Esdras 3 and 36. Salakia for my birds in the background. 2nd Esdras 3 and 36, it reads, Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Right? So this verse is telling us that only Israel by name, the Israelites, has only kept thy precepts, only kept the Most High's precepts, these law, statutes, and commandments, but not the heathen. Right? Like I said earlier, they may try, but sooner or later it's going to show forth that, hey, they can't keep the laws. Right? They might try to put on the front, they might try to cleave, they might try to act like us, but at the end of the day, they're not us, and they can't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments like we can. Right? And that's deep. Let me get 2nd Esdras 6 and 54 real quick. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 54. It reads, 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and all the people also whom thou hast chosen, right? Because we all come from Adam, right? But the Most High also has a chosen people that came from Adam, right? Which is the Israelites. So we all know that we come from Adam, but not everyone is chosen of the Most High, right? Verse 55. All these I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right? So the Most High made the world for whose sakes? For the Israelites' sakes. Right? As for the other people which also come from Adam, right? All the other people that also come from Adam, all the other nations that come from Adam, right? Thou hast said they are nothing, right? The Most High said those other people, those other nations, they are nothing, right? They ain't nothing to the Most High. Right? He ain't dealing with the other nations like he's dealing with us, right? Like we just read in Amos, right? That's why we're the only ones getting punished for our iniquities, because we're the ones who had an agreement with the Most High to follow these law, statutes, and commandments, right? In verse 50, Verse 56, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, right? You said these other nations are nothing, but they be like unto spittle. They be like unto spit. Like when you're talking and spit fly out your mouth, Most High said that's what those other nations are like. You don't care about that little bit of spit that you lost out of your mouth. You know, they ain't nothing. Most High said they're like spit, right? But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel, right? So it's like they're like a drop that falls from a vessel. If you have a vessel filled with water and a little bit overflows, falls on the floor, you're not going to care about that little bit of water that just fell on the floor, right? You have the whole vessel filled up. That's what the Most High cares about. He don't care about that drop that fell, and that's what he thinks of the other nations. They're that drop that fell. He don't care about them, right? And that's deep. And you know what I mean? That's deep right there. You think about that the Most High only loves us, man, that makes you want to repent and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments and come back to the Most High, because the Most High is great, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? Because we're special people unto the Most High, right? Above all people on the face of the earth, right? Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and it reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, right? So the Israelites, the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, are special people unto the Most High, above all the people upon the face of the earth. Now that's deep. I mean, he ain't dealing with these other nations. It's only the God of the Israelites, and we're the Israelites. So you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, right, 15 through 68. Read those curses, and you'll find out that we're the children of Israel. Right? It was prophesied that we'll go into slavery on slave ships, and that's in there, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right? A lot of our people don't know that, but it's there. Right? Isaiah 44 and 1. Slacky, I'm talking fast, but I'm running out of time. YouTube only lets me record for 15 minutes. Isaiah 44 and 1. And it reads, yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. See, Most High only chose us. Thus saith the Lord that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, right? Which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, which Jeshurun means Jerusalem, whom I have chosen, right? So the Most High only chose us, children of Israel. Isaiah 43 and 1. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. Right? Verse 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. Right? So the Most High only chose us, right? And he also gave Egypt for our ransom, and Ethiopia and Seba for us, right? Because they're going into slavery as well, right? Isaiah 40 and 15. Let me get this real quick. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. They are counted as the small dust of the balance, right? The Most High said the other nations are as a drop of a bucket, a drop that fall from a bucket. That's all they are, right? And counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing, right? It's verse 16. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. Right? That's deep. So we know that the Most High is only dealing with the children of Israel, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know, it's time for us to come back to these law, statutes, commandments and do what we got to do, you know, and be holy unto the Most High, because the Most High is holy. Lord willing, this was edifying. To the next video. Shalom.